Good morning, ladies of calculus. We have 3/8 of our class gone today. 3 gone for what, volleyball tournament? So we're going to pick up where we left off
You
yesterday.
never said good morning.
I think I did.
I used to say volleyball instead of.
Hey, well, I'll say it again. Okay, I went, good morning, ladies of calculus.
Good morning.
Thank you. Now, what we have here on this 6B is, up till now with the piecewise functions, we've been evaluating for one x value. And here, in this instance, we have 2 x values for which we're going to evaluate. And so what did I call this problem? I called it what yesterday? I called it a 3-headed monster. It's a 3-headed monster.
I remember monster.
Because we have different intervals here. So what we're going to do is condition 1, we're going to say f of -1 exists, right? Does f of -1 exist?
Yes,
How do you know it exists? Because of this, right?
Yeah, it fits into that.
And so we say and it equals what? Where do we plug in?
What are those things called?
He's wise.
No, the,
And
triangles, I thought they had like a name.
You talking about the holes or?
no, the triangles, the less than.
Oh, the inequalities.
It fits the inequality.
Yeah, fits the inequality, thank you. And so this is part of it. So what is f of -1 equal? Where do we plug in -1?
For X,
In which x?
first one.
First one.
This one here, right?
Yeah.
So let's plug in
2
-1,
times -1 plus 1.
which is going to be, so -1,
You get -1.
Negative
so -1, right?
Yeah.
So we know that is equal. And then we come over here, I'm going to color code it. And so this other one here, we're going to say f of 1.
Whoa.
F of 1, does that exist? Okay, now we're talking about 1. F of 1, does it exist?
C.
Yes. So exists. So we're getting some Spanish worked in there. And that equals what? Where do you plug that in?
The second one, or the third one.
The third one, right? So let's plug in. 2 times 1 minus 1 is
1.
1, right? So now we have, so for both, they exist, and that's where it is. So we're going to go over here and color code. So now we're going to say limit as x approaches -1 of f of x. We're going to actually go, oh man, I'm trying to get the better resolution here. So we're going to say from the left equals question mark limit as x approaches -1 what? -1 what? From the right. Thank you, Karina. Okay, so f of x, and so I put a question mark because we don't know, right? So let's go ahead and do this. So we put the left one here. So I'm going to put 2x plus 1, and over here I'm going to put equals 3x. And now what do we plug in here? -1, right? So 2 times -1 plus 1 equals 3 times -1. What does that equal to? Well, this is already going to be -1, right?
Equals
Negative
3. So what do you conclude here?
false.
Yeah, so false. So we've broken this off. So we say,
Continuity.
so what we've done is we failed. We go like this. Therefore, limit, or excuse me, not limit, it's f of x.
Does not exist. Does not exist.
Okay, yeah, f of x is not,
continuous at x equals Negative.
continuous at x equals -1. Okay, so now we're gonna go up here to this,
My big brain with Dr. Pepper flowing through it.
okay, we're gonna go here to this one. So 2, we say limit as x approaches, in this case 1, from the left side of f of x, equals question mark, limit as x approaches 1 from the right side of f of x. Is that true? Which one's the left side of this one? The 3x, right?
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
going to be, we already figured it out here, right? Or actually, we have to plug in 1, don't we? So we have 3
3 instead of negative.
times 1, and on the right side, we have this one, right?
Yeah.
So we have 2 times 1 minus 1, right?
And you get 1.
So 3, is 3 equal to 1? Is that right? Is 3 equal to 1?
No.
No. So therefore, f of x is,
Not continuous at x equals 1.
Yeah, I have to cheer. Varsity cheer captain, you know, gotta go.
and so what is this going to look like when we graph the thing?
It's gonna have a break.
Yeah, it's going to have a break. In
That
fact,
is continuity.
it's going to have 2 breaks, isn't it?
Yeah.
So over here, we're coming from we have this one right here. So it's going to be 2x plus 1, and we're coming up to, this is our left side one, -1, right?
Yes.
So we're coming up here at -1, this comes to -1, and it goes like this. In fact, no, it's going to be this, that's right. And this one here, the right side is -3, and so it's going to be 3x. What's going to happen here? It's going to go like this, right?
So 1.
Up to the left side is 3. So it's going to come up all the way to 3, and it's going to be like this, right? And then what's this going to be on the right side?
Open at 1. I mean, close at 1.
Close at 1, and that's going to be 2x minus 1, so it's going to be like this.
Yep.
So this is graphically, roughly what we're looking at, right? And so that's what the graphical version of this three-headed monster problem is, all right? And three-headed monster being 3 intervals, right? This interval here, this interval here, and this interval here. So that's what it looks like, okay? Is this very hard, really?
No.
It isn't really, right? But what this to me, the challenge, ladies, and to me, thank you. To me, the challenge in this is really the organization of it. To kind of stay organized. Pardon me, what did you say, Emma?
So many parts.
Yeah, there's so many parts. There's a lot of moving parts here, aren't there? And Kenny was talking about going back to basics and multiplication and all this, and there is some of that in here, isn't there?
I'm talking like the real basics. Like,
The real
not,
basics.
not the basics with the stuff in it.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about going to way back.
I want to go to 4th grade.
She wants
The
to
4th
learn
grade?
how to divide.
Now was that long
4th
division?
grade, Miss Pickard's class.
Well,
Yes.
so 4th grade was 4th grade long division? Was that long division? Yeah.
Oh.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it like this.
So Mr. G, I had a math teacher,
Uh-huh.
but also I had a 4th grade teacher. I had my science teacher that taught me how to do division. So what we had was like an extra class.
Uh-huh.
So like we would have our 4 core classes and then like an extra class that we would have with one of the teachers.
Uh-huh.
And I had my extra class with her and then long division with her class.
Okay, so you got supplementary practice in long division by that extra period.
But like, we would do all of the different subjects in that one period.
Oh, really? Okay.
And Miss Pickard was the G. Before Mr. G.
Okay, real good, real good. Thank you. All right, so I want you to look at number 7, and remember the 3 conditions, and just look at number 7, and then tell me what you think on this one.
Honestly,
It's
I think you
barely
should
above
try.
water.
Maybe make your brother try it.
My brother, actually, the reason that it happens is because my sister and her husband live with
It's
his
weird, right?
parents.
She has a husband.
Yeah, and a baby.
And a baby.
One in April.
That's so weird.
I'm an aunt, oh my gosh. No,
But anyway.
they all use these and we went down there and
Okay.
she got me one of these and they gave my brother one of the ones that they had. My brother doesn't use it very often, but every time we go down there, they send me back with
Okay.
little sips.
Okay.
And Mr. G, can I feel
I'm running low.
Is that going to get you to focus better in class?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay, here, what you do is, yeah, go with that. I need you to come back and be
Mr.
focused.
G, do you want to see me do a jumping jack on my broke knee?
No, I don't. I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see him.
I don't want to see it because, I mean, I hope you can do it, but I don't want
I
to
can't.
see
I'm
you do it.
actually gonna try to get cleared to do cheer for tomorrow.
Okay.
Without a brace on.
Okay, that'd be good.
We'll see.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but.
All right,
I figured it out.
Yeah, listen.
okay, all right. Okay, let's bring it back here. Emma says she's figured it out. Emma, so you finished this one, Emma? Did it take you very long to do this one, Emma?
Just a brace.
Okay, so, okay, let's pay attention. Let's pay attention to Emma. Okay, Emma, let's get started on this. What did you put down here?
I plugged in 1 for X.
Okay. So was this one, say f of 1 exists, right?
Yes.
Does it exist?
Yes.
N equals what?
4.
N equals 4?
I think so. No, it doesn't.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, Karina, what would you say? How would you do it?
The first rule didn't exist.
Okay, so Karina's going to change. She's going to say f of 1 does not exist.
How come?
And then what I'm going to do, and since condition 1 isn't met, you just go like this. Therefore, f of x is not continuous at x equals 1. Okay. Do you see how Karina came up with that?
No. I thought it continued.
Okay.
So whenever it's at 4.
Okay, look at these inequality symbols here.
Oh.
Do you see that?
I thought that's what the last one meant. Was
Do you see an equal here?
I thought that's what the other one was for.
You thought that's what that was for?
Yeah.
No.
That's why I said that it was continuous, because I thought all 3 of them.
So you got confused is what you're saying. Yeah.
Because
But
when I
you
saw
see-
for it, I got 1.
If you don't see now what happens if the middle one said, it would say something like 5 at x equals 1 or something like that, right? But it doesn't. This is 1 for x equals 1, for x is greater than 1, for x. So there's nothing in the middle here, so there's no equal at all. So therefore, you go to condition 1, and then you solve it because you have proved discontinuity with step 1. Okay? Yeah, I do admit that this is a little bit confusing here, the way it is. That's the first time I've realized
I
it.
get
That's
my
right.
dropping out.
Hey, Mr. G, have you ever been to Big Texan?
To where?
The Big Texan?
I don't think so. Where's that? What's that?
hold on just a second. Abilene. I'll do Abilene.
No,
You've never been to the Big Texan?
No.
Is that what it's called?
and I've been in Abilene before, briefly,
Big Texan.
but I'll tell you,
It's a steakhouse.
oh, it's a steakhouse?
Yeah.
The Big Texan in Abilene?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll keep it on my
And then,
list
have you
because,
ever been to Cadillac Ranch?
no, I haven't been, I've heard about
Well, whenever you go, make sure to bring a can of paint, bless you, and tag it, and put, Slow Dude on it, and then take a picture with it.
it. Oh, really? Okay, I'll do that. Occasionally I do go through Highway, Interstate 40. I get close to Cadillac Ranch, but I've never actually gone into it.
You should, it's really
But,
cool. You should wait until the wind is good, so you're not smelling capital.
oh yeah, because they have all the stockyards out there, that's right. Yeah, northwest of Amarillo. Yeah, that's true.
Am I
Yeah.
talking about it? Isn't it?
Okay, let's go to number 8. Find C so that f of x is continuous for all real numbers. Well, how do you do that? What's the process for that one?
It's in Amarillo, sorry. It's in Amarillo.
You mean which one? The
Cadillac Ranch and probably the Big Texan.
Big Texan might be in Amarillo too?
Might be.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. Somewhere with an A that's over there.
I'm
Look
sorry
it up.
for interrupting, but I have a question.
Yes.
You sang a song yesterday. It was a new song.
What?
Which one was it?
It was I never
The first one you
The first
sang.
one you sang, it was a new song. You never sang it before. You said you've been working on it.
Oh, yeah.
What is that? That's me.
Yeah, it was the
No,
one,
it was that song.
it was the Broken Heartsville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
You want to hear that one later today? Okay, we'll probably by the end of class. Yeah, I'll do that again, but I've been remembering that a little better, so I'll try to do that by the end of class today. Okay. And that's a song that seems like it'd be easy, but it's harder than it looks. Okay, now, this one right here, how do you find C so that f of x is continuous for all real numbers here?
To plug in X, for the 3 for the X,
Uh-huh.
then you have to figure out what you can put for C that will equal less than the part
Okay.
of 3.
Yeah, so what Emma said is right,
Huh?
but what you know is that the thing is going to have to exist because of this, right?
Yeah.
And so right now, if you go right to condition 2, which is find the limit, right? So what it is, it's going to work out if and when the limit as x approaches 3 from the left side of f of x is equal to the limit as x approaches 3 from the right side of f of x, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put that in there. And so we're going to put on the left side cx plus 1 equals cx squared minus 1. And now what are we going to do? Plug in what for x?
Just realized. 3.
We're plugging 3 because we're evaluating at 3. So we're going to put c times 3 plus 1 is equal to c times 3 squared minus 1. So we're going to just come up here. And so we have 3c plus 1 is equal to 9c minus 1. Didn't we already do one like this?
No.
It looks familiar to me. So anyway, how do we solve for c? Subtract 3c, and we're going to add 1. So that will cancel out, and that will cancel out. So we get 2 is equal to 6c. So c is equal to what?
3.
1/3. I thought we did one like that. Didn't we do one like that? I remember something like that.
Oh, I did it the wrong way.
okay? So if we plug back, and you can test to plug back in to see if that works out.
Mister, do you know what I keep on doing?
What?
I divided it by 2 instead of 6.
Oh, so you went the wrong way?
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Do you wanna know what I did?
What'd you do?
I drank a Dr. Pepper. Now I can't go get Starbucks today.
You can't get Starbucks now?
Every day.
Well, you saved yourself $5.
She came.
It's $4.97.
That's the fact that she knows because she goes every day.
I don't go there.
Mine's 5.
Cream cold I only have one. I want another.
Yeah, I don't do Starbucks. I have like, first of all, I can't afford to go to Starbucks. Secondly, I'm not a coffee drinker. Now, they do
Mr.
have,
Jake, you're crazy.
they do have hot chocolate there though. And I
I was
know,
gonna get their kids' temp, it's best at their kids.
their kids what?
The kids' temp hot chocolate. So
Uh-huh.
you gotta get their hot chocolate and ask them to make it the kids' temp.
The kid size?
The kids' temperature.
Kid's
So, like-
temperature.
So like it's not as hot.
Oh, okay, so it's
like
not
you can
quite as
drink
hot.
it
Yeah, so
faster.
So you drink faster? Kid's temperature? Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind.
That way it doesn't scorch you now.
Iced coffee, my favorite. Anything iced coffee.
Iced
I'll
or
even
blended?
drink black coffee if it's iced.
All right, what we're gonna do today is we're going to, I don't know what's happened today, but we're like, we're kind of the limit of what we can do today. I just feel like,
Yeah, we should definitely stop now.
I just feel like,
And you know,